Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. And where am I? Well, right now, I'm at the Pigeon Forge Junior High in Pigeon Forge. I just wanted you to get a look. Hi David, how are you? I don't think DJI is in. He probably didn't get the notification yet, probably. But I'm here at the epicenter, the staging area for all of the fire trucks and the fire staff here. There are over 70 fire departments being represented here today, and the numbers have changed, but for the most part, they're here and they're here for the duration of this fire. Now, a good portion of this fire, the last time I heard, I think it was 60 plus percent of the fire has been contained. There are some hot spots, and they're attacking them as we speak. I can tell you that these guys are amazing. I have been watching them for days, and I have seen amazing things done by guys that don't make a hell of a lot of money. They work. It's a passion. It's a labor of love because these guys put their life on the line, and they've been that for the last few days, literally, because they're going into places where fire is sweeping around them all the time, and they do it, and they don't think about the paycheck. They don't think about the bennies. They're doing it because they know that it's in their heart to do, and that amazes me that people still have that type of constitution where it's more important to do than to get. And that means a lot to me. And these guys, they've treated me really well. They know who I am, and they embrace me by telling me what's going on. In the staging area, I talked to the captains here, and I even got it's a Robert Roche. He's the assistant chief out of Knoxville. He personally took me to my cabin and said, "Let's go look at your cabin, make sure everything is okay." And we got in their truck, not my car. He says, "Come on, get in my truck, go up there." And he took me up there, and he says, "Let's make sure you're okay." And it was amazing. It was amazing. Check your light. Excuse me. Check your lights. Make sure they're working. I don't. Excuse me. I still have some smoke in my lungs. He said, make sure that there's nothing that's broke or, any flame or anything. I said, no, we didn't have really, there was no damage here at this cabin. I told him I turned off my propane tank. He says, go turn on your propane tank, make sure it's not leaking or anything. I mean, he really cared. He was being almost like a father figure. And I go, this is amazing. So, Robert, thank you for what you did. Thank you that you took me back to my cabin on your gas, your dime, and you made sure that it was okay. The power is now turned on at the cabin, and in that whole community, the power has been turned on, which it was earlier than we expected. The power company wasn't even sure because they didn't know the amount of damage that had been done, but they got everything turned back on today, and so they're going to start letting people little by little go back, and as early as tonight and tomorrow morning. So I'm very thankful for that. Very thankful. Can't wait back to my um, and same with Miss Marie. She, we're staying at a nice hotel and everything, but it's not home. It's not my bed. It's not my pillow. It's not my home. I miss my animals. And we went up when we went up there. The birds came flying around. They were like tweeting, "Where's the food? Where's the food?" And it's like, man, he goes, "They know you?" And I go, "Yeah, they kind of know me. They know me." And it was nice to go home. It was nice to feel at home. I really enjoyed that, and I thank you, Robert. That was very kind of you. And but I wanted to share with you, and I thank you for all your prayers. Excuse me, I'm burping now. and I haven't eaten, so I'm drinking a lot of coffee. But Miss Marie and I want to thank you so much for your concern and your caring words, and that really showed me that we do have a family here. As dysfunctional as it is, we're obviously right on the money, because I can tell there were homes that were not so lucky as we were. They were destroyed and within a stone's throw. So it was, you call it what you want, but like Miss Marie says, the power of prayer is very, very powerful. And I have to believe that, because even when I showed Robert, I go, look at this. He goes, how did you escape this? I said, talk to my wife about that. He goes, man, he goes, almost everyone around here has some sort of damage, and it looks like nothing happened to you at all. And I said, I'm telling you, Robert, I saw the flames were coming, and then I guess when I wasn't there, they parted ways and went around the house and then up the hill to someone else. And he was woo, So um, you take it for what it's worth. You know what I mean? You take it for what it's worth. I'll get to your comments in a moment. I just wanted to share with you. Thank you for your concern. It was very heartfelt. I read every comment. Now I haven't replied tonight. I will sit down. I will reply. There's so many comments, and I will sit there and I will force myself to make sure that you all get a thank you, because it's, I think, warranted. I also brought a bunch of donuts. I guess, stereotypical, whatever. The guys that were out front of where I live, it was all blocked off. Uh, it was blocked off. The sheriff's department was there, and the fire department was there, and they weren't letting any riffraff in. And Robert had said that, we'll be out all night tonight at your area, and we'll be checking it. And so I'm just passing this on to ding dongs out there that may think that they're going to go into these communities that have been evacuated and they're going to go in and start looting. It ain't going to happen. It is. There are so many states. It's not just Tennessee. We people from New Mexico, Texas, California, New York. They're all here, and they're not put up with your stuff. And I'm thankful for that. So I will sleep much better knowing that the local authorities, local constabulary, will be patrolling my area and making sure that nobody, not just my area, all the areas that have been affected, anyone who has been evacuated, you can rest assured there will be people watching your area and your community and taking any bad guys out. And I love it. I love it. I feel so much safer, and I really do. He goes, I see you got cameras and stuff. I go, yeah, they're all on. He goes, that's good. He goes, but you really don't have to worry. He goes, we're parking. There's going to be 2 sheriffs out here, and there'll be the forestry is going to be driving through all day and all night. So it'll be all night and all tomorrow, going through, making sure there's no hot spots. You'd have to be a real idiot to come up here to do something wrong, because you're going to get caught. So I'm just letting you guys know, you bozos up there, you're going to get caught, you know? What can I share with you? Let's see. Did the laundry. Miss Marie and I are still at the hotel, and we'll probably stay there another night or so. I paid for another week, and but I know I get my money refunded and stuff like that. But we can't go back to the cabin tonight. And tonight at 8 o'clock. Oh, it's already 8 o'clock. They're having a meeting right now to decide when they're going to start opening. And he said it could be as early as right after this meeting or first thing in the morning. So what's nice is we'll have one more night of love and affection. Yeah. Love you, mean it. And then we go back to the cabin. And then I can edit videos. I can show you guys whatever you want to see type of stuff, because I want to share with you. And I appreciate that. Oh, it's been a rough few days. I can tell you. And I showed Robert. He goes, damn. I said, have you seen these? He goes, no, I haven't. I've been here at the staging. I like you. And he goes, whoa, I hadn't seen this. Heard about it, but he says, now I'm seeing it. So I was glad that I could show him some of the carnage that took place in this valley. And it's not just hearsay. Now he has, I saw it with my own eyes. Oh my, oh my. I appreciate all that you guys are saying. And I see there's a lot of hot rods in town. I don't know if you're watching like I'm watching. There's hot rods in town. Rod Run is next weekend, and you can already see them to your right of your screen. You'll see them covered, but Dunkin' Donuts come soon here, which is about time. You know, just I want to say thank you. You know, they were standing out there and they went and bought a bunch of stuff. Give me an escort, and the guy goes, "I'll take you up there personally." Oh, cool. And several of them had said, "Oh, we've seen your videos already." We like, oh no, you watched my videos? And nobody said anything. You know, there were local authorities all over the place. Oh, we've seen your videos. Oh God, I'm going to jail. I don't want to be somebody's girlfriend. Oh God. Oh. But things are starting to get back to normal, and that's what Robert wanted me to relay to you. That if you've been put out and you're feeling, you know, like when's this going to end? Very soon. Very, very soon. One thing you don't have to worry about it, you'll be back in your home soon. Now there are, and the reason for not allowing you just to go traipsing back to your place is they want to make sure there's no hot spots. Because a little hot spot can turn into a roaring fire. And you don't want that to happen. You know, you get all, we're cozy in our house. The next thing you know, you're getting a bang on the door. Get out, the fire's coming back. So be patient, be tolerant, be thankful, be respectful. All right, these guys work their butts off, and they do it out of the commitment that they have to being firefighters and policemen and anybody that's in the industry, that they do this out of a commitment. They sure as hell don't do it for the paycheck. So show them respect, would you please? You guys deserve it. You can't imagine how many houses, including mine, that were saved because of the actions of a fire person and a person that works in this industry. They didn't have to do that. You know, they could have been just, oh yeah, right, whatever, you know, give me a beer, oh yeah, give me a joint or something like that. No, these guys are dedicated to their job. And it shows. Because they're out and about. I mean, it's still there, even though this thing is going to come to an end. They're still there. You saw the staging area. And they're going to stay there until they're told it's all clear. And then we're on our own, you know, and that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool because it gives me that sense of security, and it's not a false sense of security. It's a real feeling of security because I know that they're doing their best at what they are best at, where I would fall short. And it's like, I don't have to worry. Everything is cool. And that's a reassuring feeling. It's like a hug from mom, kind of. You know what I mean? All right, where am I leaving off here? Because I do want to talk with all of you. Northeast Georgia Mountain Funk, amen. Thank you. whatever that is. I'm going to turn here. Just doing a quickie with you guys because it's like I've been in this car all day since early this morning. And I was going to get up real early this morning coming up and go check on the cabin at around 5:30, 6 o'clock and hope everything was fine. Now I know everything is fine. Power's on, place is being patrolled. There was plenty of trucks going up and down my street and they were checking everything out. So, I mean, I know the place is secure. Only a bonehead would come in there. And maybe they will come in. The nice thing is they're going to get out, but they're going to go in cuffs. I guarantee you that. Already in smoke. They don't need it. No, they don't. Yeah, God bless the first responders. They were there. They were there for us through this entire area, through all the Wares Valley and Seymour and all the places that were hotspots. Gatlinburg, they're there. You can count on them. You know, so when you see them, say something. buy them something. Buy them breakfast. Buy them lunch. Buy them donuts. Do something nice. All right? Because if they weren't there, I can tell you a lot of people would be homeless now. And it's up to you to, feel that and repay that back by thank you. If you see a firefighter, getting lunch, say, hey, let me take that. You're helping those people. I mean, they don't make a lot of money. They're not millionaires. They work damn hard for the checks they get. Help them out. Do the right thing. Cheapskates. You cheapskates. Oh, the traffic. It's Friday night. I forgot it's Friday night. Oh, somebody help me. And it's funny. Robert had a point. He goes, firemen, when you see a fire truck or the lights, you know that somebody's being saved or helped. And usually he goes, and I think he said there's more fire trucks racing up towards Gatlinburg now. I think it was his brother or brother-in-law is a cop. And he said, when people see a fire engine heading, they know that they're being saved or helped. When they see a cop, they know, oh, please don't turn your lights on because you're probably going to pull me over. He goes, and the guy said, 36 years I've been doing this. And how do you do it? Firemen always get the pat on the back, and cops always get, like a kick in the nuts. Excuse my language. But you know what I mean. And we need to turn that around. We need to turn that around completely. These first responders, no matter who they are, you got to remember they're doing the best they can, and they're getting opposition from everywhere they go. You got the cupcakes, and then you got, what is it? I think it's 70. Thought I heard the number. 70 different genders. Did you know that? Now, DJ or David, you can check on this. I'm pretty sure they said 70. It could be more. It wasn't below 70. There are 70 different genders, allegedly. Funny. I thought there were only 2, male and female. How did you get 70? Have you ever looked that up? Have you ever bothered to take the time and Google that? How many genders according to the cupcake world, to the wacko world? That's insanity. That's absolute insanity. You either have one or you don't have one. That's it. I don't want to hear, because it's funny, I hear these, I don't even know the pronouns, and I don't even really want to, because you want to know something? I don't care. I don't care. I know what I am. I stand up and I take care of my business. I don't sit down. But yet, you get all the ones, oh, I'm this, I'm that. No, no. You got one or you don't have one. That's the only answer I'm going to listen to. You got one or you don't have one. Then I know who you are. And it's so hard sometimes. Well, I saw the other, it was last night, night before. I saw these 2 and I couldn't identify them. I'm looking, and I wasn't gawking or anything, but you guys know what I mean, right? You know a guy when you see a guy, and you know a girl when you see a girl. You pretty much know. Couldn't identify them. I'm looking, and I'm, holy crap, what the hell? What the hell am I looking at? And I couldn't. And I go, what is going on? What is happening? Still to this moment, I don't know what they want. Really don't. I thought that was pretty sick. Not of me, of them. It's like your mother must be proud. Must be proud. Huh. Never had that thought in my life. No. I never felt like, I want 42 double D cups. I don't want to have a padded ass, and I want to be called Sheila. Never had that thought. I don't know. Maybe you bang me in the head with something or whatever. But no, I never had that thought. And I don't know any normal person who would is got something broke. If you need to be a cupcake, if you need to be a Sheila when you're not a Sheila, when you're, when you're a bud and you want to be a Sheila, there's something. I don't want to hear your story. I don't really care. Oh, left me. I don't really care. I don't really care. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Cupcake. I think I'm making a lot of friends, aren't I? Jared Tracy, Paranormal, Pasadena Paranormal. How are you? Catching any go? Jared, have you ever run into a? I can ask you this because you do paranormal. Have you ever run into a transsexual ghost? Like, does one ever go, "Hi, Jared, how are you? My name's Butch. How are you?" Have you ever run into one? No, I don't think so. Right? Because there are no such thing. I mean, I believe in ghosts, but there's no such thing as a trans ghost. And that's next. Oh, you'll see that probably on Oprah. Isn't she off the air now? Isn't she broke or something? Amazing. That's it. I need TV. And all of us in the band, we're all gonna have the surgery. And I can't wait. I can't wait. Could you see Tommy in a dress? Oh, Lord. Could you see me in a dress? Could you imagine? Hi, Colin. Hi, Candy Pants. Look at the traffic. It's 8:30 on a Friday evening in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Rod Run is in 1 week. Cars are already showing up. Hotels are booked today. I have a list of people that are ready to take your place. Take my room. This is new. I got it for another week, so I don't know. I'm going back to the cabin tomorrow. I'm going to say, give me my money back. Rent that room out to someone else. And prices are outrageous in town right now. You're coming into town, hold on to your wallet. Hold on to your wallet. And good luck in finding a room. So I'm happy the food is good in the refrigerator. I couldn't believe Robert goes, check your refrigerator. And he's kind of my age. And he opened up, he goes, wow, your food's cold. I go, really? It's like been 3 days. He goes, no, feel it. It's cold. I go, wow. And the power's been on. I turned all that stuff on, so Miss Marie will be very happy about that. Very happy that everything survived. I just bought a bunch of food. And I was worried. I thought I was going to have to eat it all. Sit in front of the refrigerator and just unwrap stuff and stuff it down my gullet. Oh, wait, that's another channel. Oh, okay, sorry. That's another channel. Eat to your burst TV. We're now in Sevierville. Look at the traffic. Oh, my Lord. Where are you people going to stay? Did you get a room already? Huh? My word. That's insanity. Turn on here, get a view, and I'll catch up to all your comments. Once again, thank you for all your prayers. Wonderful people. You guys impressed me with your outpouring of good wishes and safety and all that. That was so, and I know it was real. It wasn't BS. I know it was real. And Miss Marie was like, wow, I didn't know. And we have picked up so many new people that never, ever saw our channel before. And they go, wow, where have you been? Well, we've been here for 2 years, so now you found us. And I thank you for that. Now the big question is, can I make it across? Can you make it across, big boy? Yes, I can. I can. I was wondering if they were ever going to do that. The Titanic, I mentioned to them, I said, the place always looked better when you had the lights on it. And I guess maybe other people said that, but it does look better. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about. That's funny. I just did all the laundry too, because I thought we were going to be, out of the cabin for another week. So Miss Marie says, you got to go to the laundromat. I hate going to laundromats, but I did all the laundry. And it's funny, when I turned on the power, I don't remember leaving all those lights on. All the lights were on. Like, wow, look at that. I left all those lights on? When did I do that? Because I was in such a rush. They would tell me, get out now, get out now. And I got out now. A man has a gun. You don't say no. Right? Right. Oh, goodness gracious. All the attractions are packed. They are packed. That's very cool. A lot of people in town. If you're coming into the Smoky Mountains, you're going to see a lot of people. Oh, here's food for thought. Please don't be a looky-loo. All right? I know it's your nature. You want to go see all the burned out stuff. I can pretty much bet the rent check on it. You're going to be asked where you're going. All right? Because that's kind of what I was told. That if you're driving around going, oh man, I need a YouTube video and give me another steak sandwich, you're going to get stopped. All right? Because they're out patrolling and and if you don't live there, you are going to be asked to leave. All right? So, fair warning. I gave you the fair warning. Find a nice scenic place for you to look and see. I guess this is kind of a nice spot. Hopefully there's a good picture coming in. It's hard to tell. I really should have cleaned the lens, that I didn't do that. I'm sorry for that. I should be reprimanded, and I didn't mean to do that. Just hit the refresh, hit the refresh, hit the refresh. All right, now let's go back. Cheryl Keene, how are you? Jeff, I sent a gal to your channel. She was looking to find out Smokies, and she was heading your way in a while. Okay, I'll be looking for that. Oh, there's more. That's an ambulance. Ambulance. Lake, how are you? Lake of Kins. Love the view. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's nice to look at, isn't it? That's not nice. That's nice. Vanessa McLaughlin, how are you? I'll flash my lights to say hi. Okay, do that. Thank you. That's nice. Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk. Hello, Rocket Launcher. Rocket Launcher, how are you? Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk. Hello, Cheryl Keene. You bring back the chats. I accidentally shut that off. I didn't mean to do that. That's a nice clear picture, isn't it? That's the Titanic. Funny, I stocked up. I stocked up on a bunch of snacks for Miss Marie. Now she's going to have to take them home. Well, we'll be at the hotel tonight, and then most likely, I'm pretty sure most likely we'll go home tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to that. I really am. I can't wait to go home. I'm so much looking forward to that. So what's on your mind? Talk to me. Northeast Georgia looks so much better lit up, doesn't it? Tell me that they should just leave that on there. Don't take it down. If you're watching Titanic, people, White Star Line, and all that, leave the lights on. It looks so much better. It looked like an abandoned place when the lights are not on there. DJI, hit that like button. Thank you much, DJI. I appreciate that so much. Lake says, doing a good job. Thank you. Glad to see. I'm glad that you're here too. I'm very thankful. If you hadn't seen the fire videos, the reference, I haven't even had a chance to do playlist. So it's not on the playlist. You just kind of have to go down the most current recent videos. And tomorrow I'll update everything as fast as I can. Okay, I'll put it on YouTube, and I got a whole bunch of stuff to do. So I'm probably going to, if I can get back in I'll go right down to the computer and start doing stuff. Rick says, Jeff, do you think you're going to have much cleaning to get? No, that's a good question. And much cleaning to get out of the no, because the windows were all closed and they're pretty airtight. And that was one of my concerns. When I walked in the house, there's no smell at all, none whatsoever. And I really thought, like the inside of the car smells like a fireplace. There's no doubt about it from me driving all around and going up there and stuff. So I've got to, Miss Marie and I know tomorrow, that's one of the things on our list tomorrow, whether we were going back or not. We talked about it. We're going to shampoo the inside of the car, take it to the car wash, vacuum it all out, and shampoo the upholstery because it's like a fireplace in here. And no, no, not my car. Good question, Rick. Elena, how are you? Yeah, the picture is clear. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's all lit up like purdy, nice and purdy. Brad Lucas, my friend, how are you? Glad, safe, buddy. Dinner on, thank you. Dinner on us. Down in 2 weeks. You pick the place. McDonald's is fine with me. No, not really. I don't do McDonald's, but nothing expensive because I'm not an expensive kind of guy. I can't remember, and I can't go to my list, but someone offered me their chalet. It, was it D&T in Tennessee? If you're out there, remind me who it was. That was so nice. They said it's a chalet in Chalet Lodge Resort in Gatlinburg. Says I have it. You're welcome to it. You and Miss Marie. That was so kind. Even Tommy said you could come and stay with me and with the dogs that won't die. That's so kind. I can't believe you people would do that. Let a clown like me in your home. What are you out of your mind? What's the matter with you, Jim Spencer? Hello, Jim and everybody. LLC Cross. Glad your cabin and you guys are okay. Yeah. Um, what was nice is when I went up with Robert, the captain, up, we checked outside. We walked around the decks and stuff, and he said everything looks pretty clear here. He said there's a couple of hot spots off in the distance, and they will be out here all night, keeping their eyes on everything and patrolling the whole area for looking for hot spots and boneheads. So you boneheads, I'm looking forward to seeing your name and your face in the paper. I really am. A side view and a front view of your face. I'm looking forward to it. Ibuprofen Dave. Jeff, in your opinion, was there a lot of rental properties lost? Yes. Um, I don't have a number, a broke down number. And DJI, I don't know if you can find it or David. How many structures were destroyed? Last I heard it was 300 plus. Now, I know that's a conservative number. And then I'm assuming in the days to come there'll be a breakdown in the news, or maybe I'll get a hold of it somehow. I don't know. Somebody usually would tell me how many rental properties were destroyed, how many homes were destroyed, and how many businesses were affected. So I'm just as anxious as you to find that out. Ken, stay safe. Yes, one thing I do, Ken, is I may be radical in the things I do, but I'm always aware and cognizant of my surroundings. Um, Remember, I was born and raised in New York, and I'm streetwise, so uh, I'm not oblivious to things that could do me danger. And I always have to watch out for poor Miss Marie because she's a butterfly and a bumblebee. Rocket launcher, how are you? Saying hello to Northeast Georgia mountain folk. Lake says it looks better at night. Yeah, doesn't it? Doesn't that look good? John Esper, so thankful that you and Miss Marie don't have any fire damage to your cabin, and it missed you. Yeah, it did miss some people right there. Robert was shocked when I said, go up here, go make a left, go around there, go up there, go up. And whoa. He goes, I heard talk about it, but to see it was another thing altogether. And I know, Jimmy, you're out there, and I saw you today, you and Charlotte. My heart goes out to you. I feel bad. You lost your home and all your memories, and Charlotte said that. And I was fearing that same thing. I was saying 40 years of memories and work and collecting and all those things could have been gone right now. And that's kind of what happened to them. So you say a prayer for them. The prayers you gave us, fine. Say a prayer for the people who lost everything. because they've got to go to bed with that on their mind, that everything that we put away and cherished is now gone. And that's got to be heart wrenching. And it could have just as easily been us. Chad and Natasha, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Heather Q, very weird that street. I'm trying to read what you typed here. Very weird that ST Will hasn't been on the fires. Trying to clarify what you mean, Heather. It's okay to do that here on this channel. All right. Me and him, Tennessee. Hey, Jeff, Miss Marie. Been driving and just now joined the chat. Did you see the comment earlier? The resort. Oh, yeah, it was you. It was you. To me in Tennessee. Thank you. Yes, that was very kind. You're the ones that offered me the chalet. I thank you. It's very kind. I would love to have done that, but from what I'm understanding, I'll probably be back in the cabin tomorrow, most likely. Could be tonight, but we're staying in a hotel tonight. But tomorrow. But that was so sweet, and I know Miss Marie's going to love to see that. And she'll probably say, "You idiot! You mean that we could go to a chalet and have a romantic couple of days?" Yeah. Gosh darn. Gosh darn, they're letting us back in our cabin tonight. She's oh, I guess I'm going to be castrated later on. Hi, everybody. It's Jeff. My voice is so much higher now. Feeling numb in places. Cheryl Keene saying hello. Sharon S. Kane, do you think your power will be restored? It's on. Sharon, it's on. I couldn't believe. I was like, okay, I'm going to the panel, the power panel, and I'm going, and I turned off everything. So I click on the master switch, and I go, ooh, ooh, okay, ooh, 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 and I go, okay, let me turn on the living room toggle. Turn that on. The lights came out. I go, yes, yes, and Rob says, turn on the refrigerator. I want to see the light. I turn on the refrigerator. Bam! He goes, it's lit and it's cold in here. It's actually cold. So I forget. Is it I think it's a Whirlpool. It's a Whirlpool. Pretty sure. Because I bought all new appliances. I think it's a Whirlpool. It stayed cold for 3 days. And everything's in the freezer. It's still frozen. Like it never, ever happened. I see Miss Marie's calling me. Honey, I can't call you right now. I can't call you. I will call you back in a couple of minutes. All right, my love? I worship the water you walk on. She who must be obeyed. I will call you shortly, okay? I promise. Probably going to give me hell. Thank you, D&T. It was so kind of you to offer that. That was so sweet. It's so nice. We got the best people up here. DJI, why didn't you get me a chalet? Me and him in Tennessee. Thank you, guys. Jeff Power's already on, yes. Jared Tracy, Pasadena Paranormal, 209 in the chat. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, that helps out this channel. Helps out this poor, burnt-up person. DJI, I actually thought that I was going to stay in the house and burn to death. DJI, you must have been crazy. He was talking to Jeff and Tootsie camping. He said, Jeff's going to stay in the cabin. He's going to burn up with the cabin. No. I said, if this is not the hill I'm going to die on tonight, Yes, I'm going to die in the cabin most likely. Odds are, my age and all that nonsense. But that wasn't the night. That wasn't the night. The Dry Creek Home Collection. Hey, how you doing, guys? They came up to see us tonight, Miss Marie and I, at the Goat Coaster. Now, if you want to meet up with and see Miss Marie and myself, always go to the Goat Coaster Monday through Friday at around anywhere between 2 and 3. Just leave it at that. Between 2 and 3, and we can meet up, say hello, and have a fun time. Always. Me and him in Tennessee. Great people. Lake, that's awesome. Yeah, isn't that amazing that total strangers offer you their place to come and stay? Wow. I thought we were going to have to stay in the car, you know? Just, honey, you take the back seat and I'll stretch out on the front. And, it's all right. It's all right. Wouldn't be the first time that I slept in the car. Barb and Bill, how are you? Picture looks clear, Jeff. Hi, Dry Creek Home Collections, Jim Spencer. Good to see you guys. Bill, I hope you're feeling good. I understand everything went really well. I'm glad that happened. Gary the Cable Guy. We'll pray Rosie is also safe. Yes. Um, that's the problem when there's any type of fire. The animals get displaced. They don't know what to do. They panic. They know that there's a fire heading their way and they run. So they leave their home, the environment that they have been, kind of they grow up in. They have their little territories, and then all of a sudden they're displaced and they're in a strange place and they could become um, uh, food for other animals. Because they'll be in a strange environment. So I'm looking forward to seeing all my little raccoon friends and Rosie Bear, and maybe she has babies or whatever. It may take a few days for them to come on back because they're going to be skittish because I'm sure that fire chased them way out of their element. So I'll keep my eyes open for that, and I'll let you guys know. Tennessee Nana checked in here for an update on the fires and found you live. Well, excellent. I'm glad you're there, Tennessee Nana. Thank you much for being there. Everything looks good. I think most of all the fire has been put out. There are hot spots. Yes, there are. And they will be at it all night tonight, from what I am told, to make sure that these things don't spark up again. Because that's the last thing you want is you think that the fire that it was at your place is out and then all of a sudden it flares up in the middle of the night while you're sleeping. Wow, that would not be cool at all. That's why even if they gave me clearance tonight, I probably wouldn't have gone. I would, stay at home. What's one more day? I already got the hotel room and stuff. What's one more day? It's already paid for, and just deal with it. One more day, nice cool weather. There's no wind. There's absolutely no breeze that to speak of to cause the fires to flare up. Let's see. Let's go back to these. Janice Walker, how you doing? How's the cabin? The cabin's fine, which really that had me worried. I really thought that, I was going to come back to a pile of ashes and have to start all over, and no, definitely blessed, and all of your prayers made that happen. Thank you for that, and the prayers for the animals too, because like I said, the birds were tweeting up a storm when I came home. They they were there. They would go beep 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 beep. We're hungry, we're hungry, we're hungry, we're hungry, hungry. Okay, here we go. Here you go. Come on, guys, let's go. Let's go. Line up. Chow's on. Me and me and him in Tennessee, DJ. I think. Did not know. Been on the road trying to get up here. Are you up here now? If you are, make sure you come out and see us. Come to the coaster. We won't be there over the weekend, but Monday we'll be back there. All right. I'd love to meet you and give you a hug and thank you for the great offers. I really appreciate that. Elena Ippolito. Um, I'm good, Jeff. Glad everything is good with the cabin. Continue to pray for you and Miss Marie, all the animals included, and Rosie. See that? Now there's a good woman right there, Helena or Helena. I think Helena is a nice. Helena's good too. Both sweet name, and obviously a good person because she cares about Rosie and the other animals, and that's really important. DJI, this is a great spot for live. I saw it and I go, oh, let's make sure it comes in. Looks like it's coming in pretty good. Must have your own tower in the trunk. No, no, just I'm in a good spot. Probably if I move 3 feet, it'll disconnect. So I'm not going to move. All right, this is a good spot. It's fun to look at too, entertaining. Brad Lucas, we have another pool cabin, but closer to Pigeon Forge this time. That's good. A pool cabin. That is so cool. I've never been in one of those. I know they're cool, and it's right in the cabin. That is amazing. You just kind of come out of your room and plop into the pool. That's so cool. Like I said, there's a lot of units. I'd like to have a. There it is. DGI says my real estate guy said over 300, but more like 500. That's a lot. That is a lot, and I'm sure it's going to add up. I'm sure there's going to be more because they haven't really assessed the whole situation yet. I don't think that'll happen for a few more days, probably till after the weekend, and they'll be able to get some numbers in, and they'll be able to talk with the companies and say how many did you lose, how many did you lose, and that's going to hurt their business because people they save all year long to come up and rent a cabin usually in most cases, and they won't be able to because a lot of these won't even be there anymore. So the inventory is now scarce, and that means they'll be harder to get. I got so much to say on that, but I'm not going to. Fanny Allen, how are you? What a cool name, Fanny Allen. God bless all the firefighters, emergency crews, and policemen. Prayers to those who have lost everything. Yeah, they need it. Boy, do they need it. I feel so bad because these poor people. You come back and you look at it, and I looked at that pile of rubble, and immediately I said that could be my place right there, right now. It wasn't very far, and it's like that could be our house right there, and everything that I ever had is in there, and it could just be gone. And what do? You start over. You do your grieving, and then you go, okay, now we got to get our act together, and we got to start regrouping, rebuilding, and that's all you can do. That's the truth. Tennessee Nana saying hello. Dan the Mountain Man, how are you, Dan? Good to see you. Always good to see you on this channel. Jim Spencer saying hello. Dolly Moore, Gary the Cable Guy. I've been thinking the same thing about Rosie and all her little furry friends. I have a lot of furry little friends that come up there, and they come in shifts. It's really weird. They'll be at around, I guess around close to this time, the first shift of raccoons will come up. There could be 3 to 6 or more, and then they'll get fed, they'll disappear, and then an hour later, a whole new shift, different ones come up, and they all expect to get food. They all expect to be fed, and I don't have a problem with that. They're my little friends. They're my buddies. They cause no problem. They're a little rambunctious. They think it's a romper room on the deck. They'll go lower deck, upper deck, running around chasing each other. But I'm cool with that. It's just part of having being up there in the woods. DJI entire cabin communities got taken out. That's at least 50 cabins at once. Oh yeah, and I'll promise I'll keep that brief. All the more reason there needs to be guidelines. There need to be, not needs to be. Stupid. Stop. To be guidelines when these things are being built. How far apart they are. They should only be X amount of feet close. I don't care about the profit because I could really care less about your profit. They need to have an ample amount of space, and if they are too close, they need to have fireproofing like they do everywhere else. The side of the building that faces the other side of the building has to have a certain fire resistance to it so that it doesn't catch fire. Because if you look at some of these cabins, they're 2, 3 feet apart from each other, and they're wood. Hello, they're wood. Hello, if this one catches fire, that one's going to catch fire. And usually the person who owns them doesn't really care. They want to rent them out, make a lot of money, retire, and sell the whole thing in 10 years and leave Dodge. They need to be held accountable. No, I'm not making any friends by saying that, but I'm not here to make friends. If I want friends, I'll get a dog, and I don't mean you guys. You know what I'm talking about. If I want friends, I'll get a dog. There needs to be rules and regulations. This is for the safety of the people that are renting, safety of the people who are buying them, and it doesn't matter a hill of beans to me about about the people that own them because they're not thinking about the safety. That's the last thing on their minds. Guaranteed. If you sit them in a room, they'll go, well, the profit margin needs to be this, and we need to have X amount of rentals a week, and buy me another Audi. Muffy needs a new diamond. I don't really want to, I don't care. I don't care about Muffy. Muffy's 90% plastic and silicone anyway, and your Audi's a piece of crap. Larry Clark. Over 300 cabins burned down. It's actually more, but when I find out, you'll find out. Fire is hell on earth. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Northeast Georgia Mountain Phone. The Department of Forestry said they saw cabins destroyed that happened like tornadoes. Oh, I witnessed that. Some others not touched in the same area. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm a perfect example of that. My cabin untouched, another cabin burnt to the ground, and it's gone. There's two right there, right there. Gone. Completely gone. Not like get a hammer and nails, we can repair it. No, there's nothing to repair. A bulldozer will take care of the problem. And that's scary. And I will take action on making sure that doesn't happen again. I've got to make a list of things that I'm going to do, things I want to do, things I can realistically do. Now, if it was up to me, I'd build a water tower right above the cabin. I don't think I can do that, but that would be a perfect idea. I think some of these communities should have their own water towers, maintained by the owners, and retention ponds and/or sprinkler systems that are separate from the power of the building, that they don't require electricity, or they have a backup generator which kicks in case of a problem. And yeah, it's going to cost the owner some more money. I don't care. I don't care because it's about the person that rents, and it's about the person, and if not the renter, the person who's going to buy your place, that they feel secure knowing that they're not going to burn up in a fire because there was no way to put it out. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate mail now. Janice Walker, I didn't sleep much last night. Praying the house was saved and you all are okay. Thank you for that. Can you go back home yet? No, probably tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. It's not that I've been told for sure, but it looked good. It absolutely looked good. And I'm looking forward to sleeping in my own bed. Really am. I got all the clothes done, so Miss Marie can't be really mad at me. She really can't. All the clothes are washed and dried, and they're ready to go. Spaceman Dudley, hello. How are you? Vinny, the swollen one got someone else told me that. PTSD from these fires. What a pile of steaming dung. There, you know, I've heard so many excuses for all the things that I've heard, and it's all BS. That's all BS. And the truth is like the cream. It does come up to the top. It always does, right? You can blow smoke for only so long. You can pump sunshine up people's ass for only so long, and then you're discovered. I think that's what's happening. Dry Creek Home Collection saying hello to Barb and Bill. Board Game Man, how are you? Jamie, checking in. Thank you. Visit that Titanic a couple of weeks ago. Great exhibit. It is. I highly recommend you go there. You want to learn about the history of the Titanic from the moment it was built to the moment it sunk, and even after that, go to the Titanic. It's a interpretive tour of the Titanic, and I recommend it. Vinny. I like Vinny. John Esper. There are no hotel rooms available in Pigeon Forge for tomorrow night. They're all booked. Yep, I was told that too. And all of next week. They're already booked for next week. And you're going to pay. The rooms that may have been 50 and 60 bucks are going to be 200 bucks and up. Same room. That coffee's so good. I went to Weagle Weigels. No, I'm sorry, Fast Stop. Because they had the pecan coffee. I'm looking at it right now. It's Fast Stop. And it's pecan. They love bourbon pecan. Oh yeah, this is good stuff. I'm very happy. What else? Let me get down this list. DGI. Fanny Allen. I had a grandmother who died when her gas stove exploded. Burning should be only for those in hell. Yeah, yeah. I Miss Marie wanted a gas stove, and I like cooking with gas, but I'm just a little skittish about it. Um, Electric is, it works and it does the job, and I get the job done, and I don't taste the difference really too much. Although gas does cook a little bit better, but I feel safer because if the power goes out, I know the power is out. The stove's not on. With gas, at least I know just from being on this planet for as long as I have, you shut your tank off. When you leave, you go away for a holiday or whatever, you go on vacation, shut your propane tank off. Turn the knob. Righty, tighty, lefty, loosey. Okay? If you don't know which way to do it, righty, tighty, lefty, loosey. And then this way, you know it's not leaking gas in your house, and over time that gas is building up, and then boom, you turn it off when you go, and when you come back home you turn it back on. Same thing with the electric, by the way. It's always smart, if you're going to go away for a week or two, you don't turn off all your electric, you turn off the breakers that you're not using, just in case something shorts out. Things do short out. Electronics do short out. And you're not in the house. And by the time that smoke detector goes off, it's already too late. It's already burning. So you turn off everything but your refrigerator. You really don't need anything else, right? You don't need the stove. You don't need the lights in the living room or the bedroom or anything. You just turn everything off but the refrigerator. And that's the only thing that's got power going to it. Turn off your water heater. Like God, you've heard me say this how many times. When you're not using your water heater, why are you leaving it on to heat? Right? You go to work in the morning if you're still working. You get up, you take your shower, and then you're gone for 8, 10 hours or maybe more. Why are you heating the water while you're gone? That's just a waste of money. If you got a lot of money to waste, just send it my way. Send that dirty green paper to me. Vacation Station TV. You turn off your water heater when you're not, or have a timer put on it. If you're too lazy to turn it off, have a timer put on it. But it's pretty easy to click a button. When you're done with your shower, click it off, and then it's not heating all day long. 30% of your electric bill is your water heater. 30%. You want to save 30%? Turn off your water heaters. David Fontaine. Jeff, when all settled and calmed down, I need to talk to you. Of course. And I'm always open to conversation, as you know. LLCC Cross. Do you know which legitimate charities we can donate to help the honestly needed? And I don't. I have no idea. I wouldn't really even know where to begin. I'm sure there's one that's, I would hope, has started. I'll ask around and see if anybody knows that, and I will let you know if I find out something. I think there's a lot of people that honestly need help. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people doing GoFundMe, and I would be very careful of that. I'm very skittish and very taken back when I see like YouTubers begging for money and stuff. I think that's a real crime morally. If you need to go, hey man, donate here, donate here. There's something wrong. Why do you need? I mean, you can't go out and get a job. You can't go out. I mean, YouTube is. Um, you can make money doing the videos and stuff, but if you're depending on that I don't know. That to me, that's just a little one step away from being crooked. You know, it's just my opinion. I'm allowed to my opinion. All right. I know a lot of you don't agree with that, but I do. Just the way I was brought up. There is no free money, and if you're milking little old ladies out of their money, shame on you. You should have a certain part of your body removed. But I will. Yeah, I'll ask around, LL. I don't have an answer for you. I really don't. If somebody finds out, would somebody email me so that I can announce that? I think that'd be cool. Heather Q, St. Will. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, okay. We love that you cover so much of the area, not just. No, no, no. I know. Thank you, Heather. I once in a while, Miss Marie and I will tell you, hey, we're at this restaurant. It's really good. Maybe you might want to try it out. But I don't stuff my face on camera. I think that's just really classless to some degree. If you're showing them this is how it looks, that's nice. That's cool. You may want to take a bite and say, "Ooh, that was tasty. That was nice." But when you're gorging yourself like a glutton and in inhaling food, that to me that's grotesque, and I think any normal person probably thinks the same thing. It's not classy at all. It's so. And please don't take this wrong. It's so trailer trash, and please don't take that wrong. But you understand what I'm saying. It's so street, and it shows lack of anything that I stand for. DJI, John Esper, use the kayak app. You'll find one. Probably not affordable. There's high end ones. You want 200 and higher? I know right where you can go. I know right where you can go. It's I don't I don't think it's right. I understand the reasoning. I don't agree with it. But when there's an event in town, everybody here, all the hotels and motels jack up their rates. And then after the event is over, they all go back down to their normal rates. And you would think that there would be some regulation that kind of like on gas. I think it's what 15 cents. You can't charge more than I think it's 15 cents. DJI, check into that. It's either 10 or 15 cents, but I think it's 15 cents a gallon more. You can't gouge people, and to me, these hotels and motels are gouging you, the tourist, for the same room that you could have the week after for a third of the price. To me, that there should be some regulation. Helen, well, Jeff, now you can acapella. Yeah, I can. I can do acapella. Yes, and I can go. I can be a tenor or soprano at the same time. John Esther, there's nothing affordable about hotel rooms in Pigeon Forge during peak season. No, there isn't. That's why I say there really should be some sort of regulation. You can charge 20% more, whatever. I don't know. DJ, see if you can fire David. See if you can find. Are there any rules concerning rates at hotels and motels? There's got to be an answer for that. And if not, there ought to be. Ray, how are you? I couldn't agree more about the gender code. Thank you. Thank you. I know I'm not alone on this, and I know I'll probably get some wacko. All of a sudden, I got a lot of wackos emailing me. And for the wackos out there, and you know who you are, I really don't care. You can say what you want. I really don't care. I was called a no talent old man wandering the streets with a camera. Okay, that's your opinion. Um, and you're entitled to it. I am too, but I hold back my comments to you losers. Lake, Jeff, I know you're not a professional channel grower. No, I'm not, you're still cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Lake. I appreciate that. I like doing what I'm doing for you guys. I enjoy doing this. It keeps me out of trouble. Can't say it keeps me off the streets because I'm on the street right now. And um, I I don't depend on the income to keep me going or feed my fat face. It I just do this, and incidentally, a couple of bucks come in. And when I say a couple of bucks, I mean a couple of bucks. All right, couldn't survive on it, and don't want to. This is not my chosen career. Now I'm retired, but it wouldn't be even if I was 30 years younger. This wouldn't be my chosen career because it's too iffy. Today you can make a lot, tomorrow you may not make a thing. So why would you depend on the insecurity or the ebbs and flows of a video? I mean, to talk about the pressure being on to do a video that constantly gets a lot of money, and that's how you pay your bills. Man, what happens if this all goes south one day? You know, what happens if they sell this to somebody? What happens if they start charging? Well, what are you going to do then? I mean, they could easily. I know it's a private entity. What if they say from now on you got to pay for a subscription rate? Well, you're going to lose all your people. And then if they say, well, in order to do this, you got to pay me a monthly fee, all of a sudden you're going to see tubers dropping off like flies. I mean, it could happen. Not a safe way to make money. Carlavision, beautiful Titanic, isn't it? Meetup, Tennessee. Offer stands. You're sweet. If anything changes, including Miss Marie kicking your out of the house. Thank you, me and him. You're good people. You're kind people. Kind people. We never get offers like that. And um, I'm trying to just weigh out my words properly here. When I was in radio and TV, I never took any freebies, and it's not that um, I'm too good or anything like that. It's just that I felt uncomfortable because it's like I do it because I do it. And when I was in radio and television, I got paid to do that, and the gratuitous things are it's like pay and play, you know. And I know that's not your intentions, and I understand that it's not, but it's just something that's been instilled in me for so long that if you're going to do a job, you do the job to the best of your ability without the intentions of getting something in return. Because then you're basically a prostitute. You're selling yourself to get something. And there's enough tubers out there that do that. They want all this free crap that gets mailed to them, or they want this given to them for free. And to me, that no, that's just not cool. That's just it's just not cool. Disagree with me if you want. I don't care. Spaceman Dudley will soon turn on the outside temp. And yeah, please, it's getting cool. It's 55 degrees. Tired of this cold one day and warm the next. Yeah, it's going to be cold in the 30s tonight. What is happening? What country am I living in? I don't know. Well, global warming, everything. The Earth has left its orbit and it's hurtling towards the sun. I don't, it's all that crap that's going on. I think everybody should be driving an electric car. Everybody. I think everything should be electric. And then they'll jack up electric and you won't be able to afford it. But the cupcakes will have had their way. Hey Abbott, what a great name. Hey Abbott, 1727. What's the update on the wildfire? I heard 60% and I heard 80% contained. And I would think by tomorrow, I'm just guessing, it'll be 100%. I'm just guessing. Okay. I express no warranties, but I think they got a good handle on it. These guys are great. Hello, Marie, Spaceman Dudley, Lake Heather Q, Patrick 9629. Sleep in the Titanic tonight. That'd be kind of cool. I wonder if those rooms are available. Always wanted to sleep in the pyramids. There was a guy who did that many, many years ago, and he had all sorts of weird experiences. But whether it was psychosomatic or not, I don't know. But I bet it would be a weird experience to sleep in a pyramid. LL says, sorry, spell check. Oh, no problem. I want to make sure that I donate to the ones that need it. Yeah, I thought about that. I'm sure there are people that lost a home and or cabin who don't need the money, and probably they're insured to the max, and they'll get a fat check and they'll just rebuild another place, and that happens, and that's good. Power to them. The fact that they were smart enough to foresee a tragedy to happen, and probably they don't need your money, and all you're doing is just padding their coffers even more. So I'm sure there are people out there that lost their home who don't have any money at all and could use your help desperately. And that's what we have to be able to sift through are the people that don't need money as opposed to the people that do need some help. And that's really hard to do because, there's enough scallywag charities out there that take your money and 90% of it goes to administrative fees and only 10% actually go to the poor. I could think of I'm not going to mention it, but there is a place around here that is that way. They say, "Oh, we're feeding this and we're doing that," and in actuality, it's not. It's not real. It's not real at all. It's a lie. So you really got to know the background of these places. DJI Chalet is in the mail. Oh God, I'm going to get all sorts of grief when I pick up Miss Marie. I'm sure I am. Blake says, you did an awesome job covering the fires, dude. Thank you, Blake. I appreciate that. Um, I think the reason for that is because I had an active interest in that. My home was on the line too. It was on the chopping block, and that made me do even better than I normally would do because I had I was passionate about making sure that you knew what was going on, and I had even a guy had said, I don't know if I told you this, the guy, and I'm not mentioning his name because I don't know if he'd want me to, so I don't want to impose on him or anything. But the guy that lost his house, the nice, really nice house, said the only way he found out about it was watching the video. Called around, tried to get information. Nobody gave him information. He said the only way that I actually saw and knew that my house was destroyed was watching our video. And I was honored by that because then I realized I did something right for the first time in my miserable existence. That people were able to benefit from that because people worry themselves sick, and I know that. And I would be too. I'd be frantic out of my mind, and I was when I didn't know what was going on. That's why I was always trying to get to the cabin. I was worried. And although the news was not good news, it was the news they needed to hear. And that to me said a lot. It spoke volumes, is because when you're worried, you go into frantic mode. You go into panic, frantic mode, and just even if the news is bad, at least you got the news you were wondering and freaking out over. Agreed? Oh, that coffee's good. Ray Apart, how are you? Jeff. Yeah, I know. DJI was so. What happened? Flames? I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Larry Clark. What caused this wildfire? I don't know. I even asked the guy that I asked, and they don't know yet. They haven't figured it out. I've heard, but I don't have this reason yet. Apartment Bill, when you check back, see the cabin today, see Rosie, Rangers, or anything about the wildlife. Rosie, I wouldn't think would still be there because it's still too fresh out there. Plus, there's no food. You got to remember, not only were these animals displaced, but the ground has been burnt, so there's no food. So they've got to go somewhere else to gather food. And eventually, when things get back to normal, they'll hopefully come back. I can't, I don't know. Animals imprint on areas, and usually they'll come back to roost where they came from. I don't know. When I see Rosie, you'll be the next one to know. Northeast Georgia Mountain folks are still investigating. Yeah, I think that's going to be on for a while. I think an investigation will go on for a while, and I'm sure it's not nefarious. I'm sure something silly happened, or just something that happens, and it's not every day this type of stuff happens. So you don't need to worry. Chad and Natasha, we were hoping to see you when we were at the Goat Coaster. We were happy to meet Miss Marie, though, well, and I would have loved to have met you guys. Try to remember, folks, that Miss Marie and I would be there Monday through Friday, anywhere between 2 and 3 o'clock. All right. And then if you want to come and meet us, that's the time we're there. I pop in and out all day long, but most of the time I'm on the road all day long. Like today, my big old butt hasn't left this seat. I believe the buttons have already grown into my ass. So I probably have to have them surgically removed now. Hey, yeah. Updates. Everything looks cool. Everything looks, once in a while, I see a fire truck going by, and I believe all they're doing is putting out a spot fire, like little flare ups. Larry Clark, hopefully not arson. It could be. You never know, and that's why an investigation is called for. It's absolutely important. Stephen Sharum, you're new to me. Thank you for being on here. Hello from Alabama, Stephen Sharum. Thank you. Hope all is well. Yes, thank you for that. I appreciate you thinking of me. And Miss Marie, too. And Rosie Bear. And the raccoons. And the birds. Lake is saying hello to Stephen. Dale. Dale Head. Do you think the Rod Run will be oh no, the Rod Run canceled? Hell no. Hell no. They'll come through blazing flames. They'll, these guys are already here. They're already here. There's cars on the parkway already parked and ready to go. I saw several today coming in on trailers. So they're geared up. No, no, no. The Rod Run, no, no. All year long, these guys wait for this. This is a big deal, a big money maker. And these guys, they prep and clean their cars for a whole year just to do this show. They come here because they have the intention of selling or trading or buying. And no, they're not going to let that, just short of a meteor slamming into Pigeon Forge, that ain't going to stop them. No, Rod Run is not canceled. No, I don't think you could do it. I think even if you said it was canceled, I think DJI didn't they a couple of years ago didn't they say it was canceled for whatever reason and they still showed up? I can't remember the I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Tennessee Nana. Um, there are also the newborn cubs, yes, who might get separated from their moms, yes, in the chaos, absolutely, and they were burnt, yeah, wounded, absolutely, because when a fire happens, a bear doesn't get on the phone and say, "Hey, Hilton, you know, I need a room for me and the kids." They just run. They run, and sometimes they freak and they leave their babies behind because the fire is right up there. It's kind of like what I do. Leave the women and the children behind, and just go. Rayleigh, creative travel brain for everyone. Thank you, Rayleigh. Cheryl Keene, Smoky Mountain family posted 2 sweets. That was nice. That's very nice. See, more people need to help people. We need to stop waiting for the government to give you the free crap. Go out there and do the right thing for people. Help everybody. If everybody helped everybody, nobody would need help, right? But there's always those that have their hand out, or takers. You need to tell a taker to stop because they don't know when to stop. Takers take and givers keep giving, and takers know that. And when they lose the power over the giver, they go to the next giver and then the next giver, and they soak them dry. And there are YouTubers who do that. They milk people so that they can have a better life. And I think that is appalling. Dale Head, thanks, DJI. Dan the Mountain Man, I'm glad you and Miss Marie are okay, and your cabin is all there. It's all there. I'm very happy about that. But I'm going to make changes on my cabin. I don't know exactly. I was going to start building that water tower tomorrow. Yep. I'm going to put up a 500-foot water tower. Like a 10,000-gallon water tower. Ready Creative Travel is, of course, praying for the first responders. They were the guys out there. They were the guys and gals out there, and I saw many guys and gals out there wearing that heavy gear, and sweating and doing things that there's no way I would be able to do. And I got to tip my hat to them. Rick says, I think Heather Q meant, yeah, I know. No electricity for the bikes. I keep seeing that picture in my head, that the melon head with a helmet on it. That just blows me away. That's just silliness. Silliness, isn't it? Hey, Ab 1727. That's good to hear. My family and I come down multiple times a year, and so happy to hear things are going well right in the right. Yeah, everything. This type of event doesn't happen much. I've known it twice to happen, the Gatlinburg fires, and now I think they're going to be calling it the, oh God, the Hatcher Mountain fire. The Hatcher Mountain fire. That's what I've heard from a couple of different people. You know, it's the Gatlinburg fires, and it'll be the Hatcher Mountain fire. Because it was big enough that it made national news, and it did a lot of damage. And it's a wake up call to the powers that be. They need to do something, the right thing. But as always, it won't happen because the wrong people are in the right places. Carla Vision, Jeff, so happy you and Miss Marie are okay and safe. Continued prayers for all the animals. Yes, and the people that lost stuff. They're the ones who need the help now. They're the ones that might need you to go out there and help clean up some of the rubble. You know, you just put a little bit of sweat equity into the thing, and it's a rewarding experience. And you help, just help. If there's someone out there that needs you need to drag some rubble, all right, spend an hour or something. You don't have to, commit to a month's worth of work. Just say, what do you need help with? I'm here, and that alone will take the load off of them, so that they're not carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. You know what I mean? Gary the Cable Guy. Yes, go meet Jeff and Miss Marie if you're in the Smokies. Jeff's just a nice guy. And in person, Miss Marie is sweet. That I'll go with. Yeah, Rick Bailey, you got that right. Amen. Leg says that's perfect location in front of the Titanic. It screams Pigeon Forge, doesn't it? It really does. Jeffrey Burris, all right. He's got to be a great guy. Look at that name. Look at that. It's not quite spelled the same way I spell mine. Yours is Jeffrey. Mine's Jeffrey, but close enough. Close enough. How is the Cades Cove area? That's one of my favorite places. From what I understand, nothing happened up that way. The wind wasn't blowing in that direction, so I'm sure everything should get back to normal. Now, they had those high winds the other day, and they did close all that stuff down. They closed the routes to that area. I'm sure they're open now. I'm sure over this weekend everything will be open. Now, it's not written in stone or gospel, but I'm pretty sure. Heather Q. Sorry, Rick. Stupid tablet changes my time. Yeah, it happens to me all the time. Webb's Web. Hello, Ralph. How are you? Good to see me. TV. Tommy, Teresa, the dogs that won't die. Hello, Jeff. We're so glad you and Miss Marie are okay. We love you guys. We love you too. The dogs that won't die, it's like it's an iffy love-hate relationship. You know how that is. The dogs that won't die. DJI, Tommy and Teresa. Now, for those of you who don't know Tommy White, you probably do, because if you've ever watched Circle Network or TV, you'll see that Tommy White is from the Grand Ole Opry, and he's front center stage. He's the steel guitar player, the pedal steel guy. He's the man out there playing with all those superstars, Tommy White and his beautiful wife, Teresa, and the dogs that won't die. That's the name of his group. T and Me TV and the dogs that won't die. Ohio Nana Rosie and the raccoons. Oh, it's a cute little raccoon picture. Will find you. They know plus. Yeah, I think, I'm pretty sure they're going to come back because they know I'm feeding them. Whether or not they like me or not, they just know that I throw food out to them. And they're very partial to Kroger fried chicken as opposed to Walmart fried chicken. Don't ask me why. They love Kroger fried chicken. Do you know they will not eat processed meat? Didn't tell you that. They will not. If I buy, let's say you go to the store, doesn't matter which place you go to, and you buy, like, let's say the turkey that's on sale, the turkey breast that's on sale, if I throw that out, they will not eat it. Now, the possum will come by, Pete the possum and Repeat, that's his brother, Repeat possum and Pete possum. They'll eat it because they eat everything. They're like garbage trucks, they eat everything. But they won't eat the processed meat, and I believe that's because of the chemicals that are in processed meat. And when you buy that stuff, have you ever seen, if you get a chance, go on YouTube and look, how is processed meat made? And processed meat is the stuff you get that's always on sale in a grocery store. It's a lost leader. They'll put it in the delicatessen there, the deli section, and they'll go, right now, pure turkey breast on sale for like 33 cents a pound, and it's processed. If you read, you'll see that it says processed. That is ground up beaks and buttholes. They grind it all up, in feet and eyelashes. They grind it all up and they put it through a machine that makes it a liquid. And then it's true. I've seen it. And they squirt it into a mold that makes it look like like a turkey breast, and it's not real. It's not. It's really bad for you. The chemicals. Just read the label. Go to your grocery store. Go to the area that's got like even the frozen turkey breast or hams and stuff. Read the label. There's more chemicals than there is meat, and you don't want to eat that. That's bad for you. Bad. It's bad. Don't eat it. It's going to give you all sorts of problems. You know, if especially, oh god, when you eat too much fast food hamburgers, there's hormones in the meat that you're eating, and you will grow breasts. Now, if you're flat chested, eat a lot of hamburgers, and you'll get a good set. But if you're a guy and you're eating this, if you're downing and and consuming hundreds of hamburgers a day, you're gonna have breasts. You're gonna look like. No, I'm not gonna say that. You're gonna have boobs, and you're gonna need to get a hoist and separate bra. You have to go to the store and go. I need a 42D. But yeah, but you only weigh 100 pounds. Yeah, but I eat 100 burgers a day, and I grew breasts. That's what's gonna happen to you. Team Me TV saying hello, Dan the Mountain. Everybody saying hello, hello, hello to Tommy. Say hello to Tommy. He's a lonely man. He needs hello. Why aren't you working? It's Friday night, Tommy. Why aren't you on stage where I'm used to seeing you? You can see Tommy all the time. Just Circle Network, National Network, Grand Ole Opry. He's out there. He's tapping his toes all the time, playing the sounds that you want to hear. Board Game Man. I'm happy you and Miss Marie a very special Christmas candy cane tree in December since the cabin will be okay. Oh, thank you. That's so cool. Robin Gastonia, so blessed that you still have a home. Yes. And believe me, I've said my thanks 1,000 times. Couldn't believe when we drove up and I saw it because I could see it as I'm rounding the corner. I could see it high on the hill. It's because it's right on the hill. And that was the first thing I looked for is that if I can see all 3 stories and it's not smoldering, it's okay. And it wasn't smoldering, and it was okay. Kitchen Sink, hello, Vacation Station TV. Hello, Kitchen Sink, how are you? Lake says, we have squirrels everywhere. It's so fun to watch. We feed them. Yeah, they like that. Squirrels are all right. They're silly, and they can be mischievous, but, they're little God's little creatures. You got to respect them for that. Got to remember, they're basically hawk food, owl food. That's why they're always nervous looking around. If you've ever looked at it from the perspective of a squirrel or a chipmunk or something, man, they're prey for everything. They're basically a running pizza for everything. Anything that's got talons or a beak. Barry, current situation, everything looks like it's under control. For the moment, everything looks good. I haven't heard anything other. P&B on the go is doing good. Everybody's saying hello, hello, hello. I'm just cruising through to see what I've missed with you guys. Gatlinburg Gal Val, how are you? 84 in Black Bear Ridge burned in 2014-ish chain reaction. Whoa, that's sad. 84. Those precious black bears. They are wonderful, wonderful animals. Wentris Nolan. What a great name. Hey, Jeff, glad to get an update. Praying for you and Miss Marie. Praying for all the other families. I will be here tomorrow, April 2 through 7th, staying at Walden Lodge. Excellent. Would love to meet you. Anytime Monday through Friday at the Goat Coaster between 2 and 3 p.m. Closer to 2:30 would be your best bet for sure. For sure. Looking forward to meeting you. Heather Q. Night all. Thank you, Heather. So glad all is well, Homestead Jeff. Thank you much. Appreciate that. Tennessee Nana, you just talking basic common sense. Thank you. I try to. I don't try to weave a bunch of BS or talk out of both sides of my mouth. You understand? Don Weaver, hello, Don. Good to see you. Janice Walker, Jeff. I totally agree with you on what you're saying about cabin being built. Yeah, I've been thinking about that since I moved up here because I've seen I'm voyeuring in when I'm thinking this stuff, and I realized, it's nice to look at pretty, pretty cabins and stuff, but there's a lot of pitfalls and a lot of things you have to look at is if you're in the market for one of these things. And knowing what I know now, I would have asked more questions because when you're in the process of buying a home, you're all excited. You in your mind's eye, you have this thing, what you expect it to be and how it's going to look, and you fail to remember what you need to know, the questions you need to ask, because those questions are integral on whether or not you could sustain yourself there. It's really important that you ask all the questions, and the best way to do that is write it down and make a list of things to ask, just like you would when you're buying a car. Because when you see that shiny car, it's like, ooh, 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 I want it. And you fail to ask the most important question: does it have an engine? You know, or what's the reliability of this thing? Well, that's up to you to go to the different magazines or different websites and find out, is this car a reliable car, or is this thing 1 week from now it's going to explode? Same thing in buying a house, you know, especially if you're building a new house. That's the time to ask the questions. How does this thing secure me? Does it have a sprinkler system? Does it have an alarm system? Is the thing made with code backed? Um, uh, oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? Are the walls up to code? Is the electric up to code? Is the outside fireproof, or does it have a resistance to it? You need to ask all these questions, and if not, ask why. And then realize, if you're getting the house really cheap, ask, why am I getting it cheap? What are you cutting back on? You may find that it has no wiring for fire and smoke detectors and carbon monoxide, things like that. And our cabin has all that stuff built into it. It's carbon monoxide detectors, battery and electric, that built in, and all that was part of why we purchased it, because it had all these safety features. It just didn't have a water tower. See? And I didn't ask that question. Stupid me. Stupid you. I didn't. Otherwise, I would have asked for a water tower. I want a water tower now. And I want it. It says vacation station TV on the water tower. You know how you go into these towns and it has, home of the Braves or whatever. No, home of vacation station TV. Robin Gastonia. I watched a video of the forest fire, and they amazing work. Yeah, they do. I had no idea that mulch is so flammable. Yes, remember, wasn't it you that asked it the other day? Never, ever, ever line your house with mulch. That's basically kindling, right? Because that's what it is. So you're preparing the fire for the fire. You're putting all this nice kindling, and it's almost always pine, right? Which goes up so fast. That's what you start a fire with, a piece of pine. There's a name for that. Um, oh, God, I can't remember it. There's a name for that when you start the fire with a piece of pine. You peel it off the tree and you take the bark, which is what mulch is, and you light that and you stick it in your fire, and that's what lights up. So you're basically lining your house with kindling. Not good. Line it with rocks. You really want to keep fire away? Put rocks around it, gravel, bricks, something, not mulch. Oh, DJ, I'm bringing my chainsaw. We're going to cut down every tree on your property. I wouldn't mind cutting down all the trees within falling distance to my cabin. Absolutely. In a heartbeat, I would do that. And there's a couple of big ones there. There's a couple of big ones. And I don't. And now, they were real pretty when we first got the place. And I go, if this thing ever fell, it's going to cut the building in half. You don't think of that because you look at the big picture and you go, oh, look how beautiful. And you're not looking at the other side of the coin, saying, what would happen if that tree fell down? Well, you got to ask those questions. Somebody's got to do that. Sony Lynn, how are you? Hello, I just got here. Update again on how's a place, again on how's your place. It's doing fine, Sony Lynn. Thank you. Everything looks good. And maybe we'll be back in our cabin tomorrow. Looks good, but tomorrow will tell. I'm ready to go home. Thank you, Dan, Barb and Bill. Uh, saying hello to Dan the Mountain Man. Kelly and Tammy's Journey. You're new to us. Robin Gastonia. Stacking wood close to the cabin is dangerous. That's right, and that's why most real outdoors people and or um, people that were doing homesteading back, whatever, how long ago, they never ever put the firewood near the cabin. It was always outside away. Because if that caught fire, man, you're in deep, deep trouble. Dan, thank you for joining. I appreciate that. Wentress, so thankful no lives were lost. No, not one life. Praying to everyone who lost their homes, able to get what they lost back. No, you can't, but you can start anew, and from there make new, fresh memories, and that's cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, clothes are all done. I did all the laundry. You hire out? No, no, I do not. I did all the laundry. Oh God, I don't like doing that. I hate going to laundromats. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. So glad your cabin was spared. Yes, oh my. Can't imagine. Kelly and Tammy's journey. We know how you feel. It's just had a hurricane. Oh, Ida, yes, nothing worse than a hurricane. Fire you can kind of see coming. You know where it's coming from. You can look out the door, the window. You know it's coming. Hurricanes, you kind of know the direction, but you don't know when it's going to destroy. Just like a tornado, you don't know if it's going to take out your place or not. It could twist right into you or twist completely away. Very frightening, frightening. Rumsing prayers for the firefighters. Yeah, they need it. Hot shots are working so hard. Yeah, they are. Man, they work so hard. Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk, PTSB boy through mail call was more important. Yes, than the coverage. Yeah, yeah, I know. Well, that's got to tell. That does speak volumes, doesn't it? Doesn't it? All right. I'm trying to be nice. All right. I just don't know how people fall for that crap. Hey, I've been saying they visit the area quite often. Feels like home in ways. Yeah, these fires past 5 years are heartbreaking. Yeah, and I've had a couple of people say, well, maybe we were thinking about coming up here. No, no, no. It doesn't happen. It rarely, rarely, rarely happens. Probably in your hometown, you have more fires and things than having this type of fire. But what it is, it's a learning lesson for you, for everybody, that there are precautions you need to take when you are getting ready or in the process of buying a home. You've got to make sure that your home is protected to the best of your ability. Now, of course, you could go overboard and spend all your money on, protection, protection, protection. There's a false sense of security, and then there's real security. And you have to determine which one is real and which one is an illusion. Um, it's great to have cameras and all that stuff. There's an overkill of having too many cameras, and they don't do the job they're supposed to do, right? So you pick the best product for the job. Same thing with your fire and equipment that protects you while you're sleeping or gone. You got to make sure that it does what it says it's going to do. Um, it's up to you to be an adult and investigate. Cheryl King, I bet they don't tell the real story. There's some really interesting stories about the Titanic, and I know what you're talking about, and there is documentation to back it up, and people should read, or you can get on Google about the true story of the Titanic, and was it real? And Cheryl, maybe you're talking about this. Was it really the Titanic, or was it not the Titanic that sunk? Good stuff to investigate. I'm not going to go into it, but it's up to you to do it, and you may find it really interesting and intriguing. Was the Titanic really the Titanic, or was it not? Look that up. There's so many questions out there with not enough answers. Robin says, when I hear a siren, I say a prayer. Yeah, you should. I understand. David says, no, I'm done. If it's a troll channel, it just comes in to be edgy. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Michael B. One day soon, everyone will know the true story of the Titanic. I think we're on the same page as far as, yeah, there's definitely a lot to that. There's also other stories on why this event right now that's going on with another country, I got to be careful because it'll cut me off the air, is going on. And if one was to investigate, um, let me try to, hopefully you'll read between my words. Think about America and every time we have a war, usually a major war, not little conflicts, not little skirmishes, major wars, how many years is it in between those times? And you'll notice a common denominator for when that happens and why it's happening today. All right, I'll leave it at that because I don't want to be canceled. Dana Carden, we made it home. That's excellent. Tom Thomas, traffic looked light for Friday night. It was really busy before. I'm not quite in the center of Pigeon Forge, but nah, it doesn't look really thick. It doesn't. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a nightmare out here. G Hall, so glad that we got to meet Miss Marie on Monday night at the Goats. Teresa had to get a picture with her. Can't wait to see your continued videos. You do a great job. Thank you. I appreciate that, G Hall. That's very kind of you to say that. Huntress Nolan. That is such a noble name. Where will you be at the meet? If you're going to come out to the Rod Run, thank you for reminding me. If you're going to come out to the Rod Run, um, Miss Marie and I will most likely be out, and because that's what we always do traditionally. We're out in front of Firehouse Subs in Pigeon Forge, right out front. It's one of the only places that is lit really well, so you can get good photo ops and good video of all the craziness that's going on, because you want that. There's lots of silly fun, um, crazy fun that goes on at the Rod Run, and you'll have enough light to get great pictures. And Elvis will be there. Elvis will be exclusively with Vacation Station TV, nowhere else. And you can only see it in front of Firehouse Subs Saturday night, beginning at 7 p.m. Hopefully, you're all there. Come and say hello. Thank you, DJ. Jeremiah, good. I hear that there is rain expected next week. Could be, and we probably need it because it's so dry out there, Jeremiah. It crunches under your feet when you walk in the woods. Crunchy crunch. Not good. That's not a good sound. Jim Spencer, they had a meeting today, and it was telling where to take the donations, but I can't remember. And great to find that out, though, Jim, if you could. Uh, good, good donations. Not just handed out to somebody coming out in a 300 Mercedes or something. I need money. My Mercedes needs new rims. I need 22s on my Mercedes. John says it snowed up in Ohio today. Don't you dare bring that snow here. William Brittain, right? Two T's, right? William Brittain. I hope I pronounced that right. Happy to hear things are improving as a now disabled firefighter. Oh, thank you for what you do. I wish I could still do the job. I love continued prayers for all of you all. Thank you so much, William. There's a firefighter right there. I used to be firefighter. Robin says, sorry, my comments are behind. Yeah, and I am too. I'm always behind. Kelly and Tammy's journey. When we were at the hurricane, no one could raise any price for anything, and that's how it should be. Because in Florida, when I lived there, it was common until they finally stopped it. If you had, the storm is coming through, all of a sudden, plywood went from $15 a sheet to $50 a sheet. And people were going, what? Well, the guy goes, man, you want to protect your home, you got to give me the 50. You got to give me the 50. and you got to stop that. And I think that's what they need to do here. I think they would have, this is just me thinking the way I do. They would have more business if they didn't jack up the prices. You know, uh, Stupid, simple-minded people go, well, we could, the Rod runs here next week, and Jed, we need to get $200 a room. Well, if you didn't charge that price and you charge what you normally do, you would have a full house. And then if you wanted to, you could add on to that house or build another house that would generate all the time that extra revenue instead of gouging people, making them feel like you just raped them. And then they go, man, it was nice and everything, but $300 a room, man, you got to be crazy. Hell, that's insanity. All right, I'm going to say goodnight. I'm done talking. I am done talking. I'm tired. I am very sleepy now. And I know I gotta pick up Miss Marie, I'm sure, in a few minutes. And I'm tired. And I want to thank you for all the prayers you guys sent to Miss Marie and I and the animals. I'm sure they appreciate it too. And the firefighters and the police, all the first responders. Because they are the ones that saved the town. No one else. No one else. They were the ones that saved the town. Thank you for being with us tonight on Vacation Station TV or Virtual Getaway. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I would appreciate that very much. Share this video with a friend and even an enemy. Share it with an enemy. And I would appreciate that. And of course, I will see you again. What? What is that? That's right. Very, very soon. Have a great weekend, folks. I'll talk to you soon. You know I will.